I believe we are. I closed everything out. I was sitting here waiting to make sure that everything went live. So I'm trying to make sure that everything's good. So hopefully you guys can hear me. It says that I'm connected now. I had to turn everything off and turn it back on. I couldn't even get the internet speed test to work, so that was kind of weird. But it looks like my chat did go through to you guys. So hopefully we are actually live now. We've got quite a few things lined up for tonight. I was surprised. I got several orders that come in at the last second. I still don't see you guys in the chat, so I'm gonna just hold off a second. Oh, there we go. Okay, I see Ghost in there now, Steven, and D-Town Relics. All right. So I'm not sure what happened there. Charter likes to do that every now and then. That's like the fast internet for around here, but it's a lot better than what I've had in the past. So we're starting off with a V-Star Universe booster box. And I had to pre-do these because there was, I think we've got about 150 packs lined up. It's been a while since we've had that many lined up before the live even started. So that was cool. It was kind of neat to see for the first time in a while. Man, when I posted these Fossil Red Logos packs on Instagram, man, I got DM'd so many times by people saying, "Hey, you got the heavy and light packs flipped." But for those of you who watched my last video, you should know that the hollows in these packs, I mean, they're just regular $19.99. So you're looking at a slight premium, a little bit of a premium on the heavy pack for the unlimited, but the light packs actually are more. They're a little bit tougher to find just because of how expensive they are. With the rares, the Gengar, the Dragonite, those are pretty big hits. Even the Articuno and some of the other ones. So let me go ahead and we'll start in here. I am seeing like this little yellow bar in the background, so I'm hoping that it's not buffering too much on you guys, but I want to just go ahead and open this up. All right, if you guys have questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. I'll try to answer them as I go, as long as I can see them. I don't care about a Windows Defender. D-Town Relic says, have you guys seen the price on Surging Sparks? Booster case, the hype is real. So I haven't myself. I've tried to stay out of it. I do know that when I had priced them out a little while back, the boxes were only like $100 on eBay, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty standard. I didn't even sell Stellar Crown because of how cheap those were. All right, pack number 1. We have a Genesect V, and that's it right there. Let me get these. I'll sleeve these up. He's keeping all of them, so I'm going to set the rest of the stuff off to the side. Great thing about a high-class set, you're guaranteed to hit every single pack, or at least a V or higher. Some packs will have multiple, and you even have a shot at a God pack. So there's a Zamazenta V. Then we also have a secret rare Darkness Energy. See, it's got the SR on the bottom. That's not going to be the SR for the box, or you should still get one SAR, and again, you've got a chance at a God pack. There's a nice Rayquaza VMAX. Keith says, hey Rusty, did you watch Jay Witz back in the day? He was a legend. So I've seen a few of his videos, but I didn't really watch too much of anybody back in the day. I mean, I did watch some SM Pratt, but like I would converse with people like the SMG Quest and Lady K, a few people like that. And I'm sure there's others too, but those are the ones that come to my... Ooh, nice Radiant Charizard and a Dialga V come to mind right off the top of my head. But it's kind of funny that you mentioned him. I'm not going to say why, but if he ends up being in the stream, then he would know why. Because I have had a recent interaction with him, even in the last probably 3 hours. Giratina V-Star. Ghost said, TCA game, sorry for our ignorance with red logo. No, it's really, I mean, it's just something that's not known. I don't think I've had my Instagram inbox blow up that crazy so fast in a long time, if ever. 3 hits, 1 pack. Look at that. Got the art rare, a Garchomp V, and then there is an SR full art. I don't know the name of that card. Matthew says, do you plan on selling Surging Sparks? As long as the price is decent enough, yeah, I'll sell some of it. As long as I don't get reallocated, because I mean I'm pretty sure I got my full allocation. Well, not my full allocation, my full pre-order. So unless I read that wrong, because I heard a lot of people got hit pretty hard. Galarian Moltres V, got a Leafeon V too. Zard Lurking, welcome, man. We got a couple minute late start. I was here, but had some internet technical issues. Pull this over here. I keep missing the box. Hatterene VMAX. Nice little Ghastly reverse holo. Still got 2 packs to go. We do have a few more V-Star Universe boxes that are going to be opened up later on too. Ooh, Latios and a Suicune. Did pretty good on this box. Got the SR and the SAR. Like the energy SR, that's always a given. That Suicune's got a very nice artwork. Hey Spection, good to see you, man. Hadn't got back to you yet on those 151 packs. I don't have a huge position on 151, English anyways, but what I do have, I kind of like sell slowly. I like watching the price just kind of creep up. There's a Palkia V. Alright, so here you go, Justin. That was a pretty good box. Alright, so I'm going to put your non-hits in one, and then I'll put your hits in another. Captain Chuck says, anybody hit that Lugia on the mystery packs? No, we didn't have anybody buy mystery packs last week, but it should still be sitting in there in one of them. D-Town Relics, do you see the UPC Metal Charizard and a PSA 10 from Celebrations go up in price soon? So that's one that's kind of interesting because it wasn't graded for the longest time. So we saw a spike and then people kind of die out of interest. And then it went back up. Then it went back down. I don't know if we're going to see that one. See a crazy spike, but who knows, right? All right, so we have Jesse here. Jesse picked up, I want to say it was, okay, yes, yeah, so it's 151. I jumped into Kellyan. Kellyan, if you're in here, you're actually next. This is order 6840. So you got 10 packs here. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Spection said, got it, I want a lot. I think a lot of people want a lot, including myself. I do have some extra of the 36 like pack custom boxes set aside for those. Oh man, yes. Pack number 1. Got a Venusaur and got the cool looking fire energy, and since he's getting everything, I'll just go ahead and set that one off to the side. But man, way to start off. Let's see, and you got a hit in that pack too. Zard Lurking, my grandmother had a stroke over the weekend. She's stable but needs physical and speech therapy. Just got back from the hospital. I'm sorry about that, man. I'm glad to hear that she was able to get to the hospital and that it sounds like she got the care that she needed to get. Hopefully she recovers very quickly. Spectre says, seems like I can get it for about $7 a pack. In the amount that I want for my investment collection. $7 a pack isn't too bad. I think I'm 8+ right now on eBay. Thinking 8 times 36, 240. Yeah, I'm over 8 right now. Put these in here. Spectre said I pulled a Fossil First Edition Dragonite, opening a pack to verify a collection lot. There you go. 69 Tails, hey Rusty, do you think the Yankees can win tonight? I don't follow baseball or, for that matter, sports at all anymore. I'm not I used to watch basketball. I'd watch Carolina basketball. I didn't watch much NBA. And I never watched baseball. Baseball was too boring for me to play. So it's too boring, definitely too boring for me to watch unless my kid is involved. No offense to all of you guys who love America's pastime. Spection says he's looking for 1,500 packs to put away if you're looking to sell some 151. Man, look at them swirls. All right, last pack. Man, you hit it good on that first pack. Kind of died off. Let's see if we can finish strong for Jesse. Got a nice Nidoking. Heard somebody say last week this was their favorite artwork. Picked up one of these, Japanese in pristine condition. That Venusaur definitely was the big hit for you. Looking at the condition, you might have a pretty decent shot of getting a 10. From what I hear, 151, especially cards like that, have really went up in price. So hopefully you can do well. All right, now we're on to Kellyan, who picked up 20 English 151 and 20 Paldean Fates. And I've got these split up into 6 packs, so I'll just pull them out as they come. And then we'll leave the hits out here. And I'll put all the final hit, or all of the hits into the final bag. Alright, so nothing in that one. Spection says it's probably a 50-50 out of PSA 10. I don't have much experience grading 151 with PSA, so Spection would probably know better than I. He says it's slightly OC. If it's just a little bit OC, I will say you probably have a better shot with PSA to get that 10, because they seem to dock that just a little bit less, where CGC seems to be more harsh on the OC from what I found. But for condition, it could be a toss-up. Like which one would be better to go with. But for modern stuff anyways, I think condition-wise, you've got a better shot at getting a CGC 10 than a PSA 10 on vintage. And I'm talking about just the regular Gem Mint 10. Alright, 2 hits in your first 6 packs. Got a Full Art Kangaskhan and a Wigglytuff. Just keep it rolling. If Stellar Crown goes up, I haven't checked on it, then I will probably list those boxes. But I didn't really want to compete when they were at $100. Okay, so Spection says he's talking about the Dragonite he pulled. He wasn't looking at the 151 card. That happens like that when we're all having conversations and I'm reading out just random stuff. A lot of cool energies for 151 coming out tonight. D-Town Relics. How does PSA grade centering on the back of a Pokemon card? I have a Zard from 151 that's a little off left and right. Oh man, another Venusaur. Look at that. So I would say that if it's on the front, it's more likely to pull the grade down than on the back. Because the back isn't going to be immediately seen inside the case, but the front will. So if I was going to take a card that's OC slightly, I would rather have it OC slightly on the front. And that does not always carry to the back, especially with the way that they've done the copyright dates. It's like they leave a little bit extra room down there at times. Zard Lurking says she's been up and down, but I think she'll recover. It'll just take some time. Well, I hope that she does speedily recover. Go Sid Trumpin. Is that what Venusaur is now? There's a nice Psyduck. I gotta get some more sleeves over here. So this second batch of packs definitely a little better than the first batch. Pulled the Venusaur, a couple other hits. Got your, well, 3 hits total right there out of those 6. Or this might have been 7 packs. I think I did 6, 7, 6 for the 20. I'm going to do my best to cough away. I don't feel sick, but it feels like I just got something stuck in my throat. So, gives me a little bit more of a deeper, raspy voice. Makes me want to sing a little bit extra. It's just naturally a little bit lower. Here we go. Got a Mew. Maybe we can get double Charizard. We got double Venusaur. I mean, last week I think we pulled the Blastoise, right? Maybe it was before that. I know we did pull a Charizard, but it's been a few weeks. Last week we were a little bit late. Daisy's help. There we go. Oh, also, I know some of you may have noticed these were back on the site. This is from that original Legend Maker break box that we had, or box that we broke. And there's 8 packs left. They're still unweighed. I don't know if anybody who's bought a pack has opened them and let me know what they've gotten. I know if somebody opened a pack and they pulled something good, they didn't tell me. So as far as I know, I mean, it is what it is. There's exactly 2 art sets left. I had them selling on eBay. They were kind of moving here and there. Somebody would buy an art set. Ooh, nice. Erica's Invitation. I think that's another pretty good one. Snorlax said, hey Rusty, I noticed you have the heavy fossil for 500, the light listed for 800. Am I crazy or are the prices reversed? So the way it works with this particular variation of fossil packs, they have red logos, which means that they're from Australia. Actually had a 1999-2000 dated variation of all the fossil cards except for the holos. So if you buy this right here, this is a heavy fossil red logos pack. Every card in this pack will be dated 1999-2000 except for the holo. So the non-holos still have value. They still got really good value, especially compared to regular fossil. But the holo is just going to be like a regular holo. So this is a harder to find heavy pack because it does have the red logos. You can see it's got curved wizard right there, and it will say 1999-2000 and made in Australia underneath that flap. But the light packs, which I have set over here. So this is a light pack. It's going to have the same stuff except for it's not going to have a holo. But the rares inside will be dated 1999-2000, and those are extremely hard to find. Very much so that there's only a few sets that I know of out there, and for the longest time nobody had it set. All right, so there's the third. So that should be the rest. That should be all the 151 packs. So the prices are correct. The non-holo pack prices are more expensive. The Gengar, I remember at one point, it's not. I don't think it's worth this anymore because it has come down some. It's very niche, hard to auction these off. But at one point, somebody paid close to $3 grand for a raw Gengar. I mean, and it's kind of crazy if you think about that kind of price point for a non-holographic card, especially when you're almost guaranteed to have one inside of a booster box. Go look up a Red Logos Fossil booster box on eBay. Let's see what the cheapest one is. D-Town Relic says these 151 packs are hot. I hope so. We've hit a few pretty good hits. Snorlax said, very interesting. Thank you for the explanation. I think I'd kind of went over some of the stuff in another video, but I don't think I properly explained why there would be a price difference. When I posted it on Instagram, and it just blew up. I had to make a second story post just for people to reference to. So many requests. They're like, hey man, you got it backwards. And most of the time it was just people with good intentions trying to say, hey, I think you got this messed up. You might want to switch those around before somebody buys the heavy for the light price. But honestly, if you're looking at it and you see that it's Fossil Unlimited, you should probably know that those prices are going to be way more than a regular Fossil Unlimited heavy pack or light pack. The fact that they're red logos is kind of what makes them very tough. Alright, still got some more Paldean Fates for Killian. Got another 7 packs right here. We'll go through all these hits. He had a total of 40 packs, and you'll see all the hits he had out of those 40 packs. Okay, so OBS is saying that it's disconnected, reconnected. Now reconnection successful. So I want to stop opening up the pack just in case there was a cutout there. I'm not sure what's going on with the internet. Hopefully it's not buffering too hard for you guys on your end. But I ended up selling all the games, and it probably helped me out in more ways than I can make connections to, because a lot of that stuff was I sold around the same time I was really ramping up my business. What's up, PokeDac? Good to see you in here. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Last pack. There we go. Well, that's not even your last pack. Man, the centering looks good too. I do think we are sold out of Paldean Fates on the website. People hadn't really been buying Paldean Fates for a little bit now. PokeDac says bit of a lag on Starlink. No, I'm actually hardwired directly into the modem for our internet. It's supposed to have. They recently increased it to 400 megabytes per second, which should be plenty enough. All right. Christopher Ondo said, "Wow." I hear you, man. Mac Doggy says, "Just bought in, Rusty. Need that Tina." You talking about Giratina? Let's see what we get. All right, 3 packs to go for Kellyan. Kellyan, are you in the chat? I know you were talking to me on IG earlier today. I'm going to show all your hits here at the very end. I mean, assuming I don't forget. Okay, last pack. These last 6 Paldean Fates packs haven't been fantastic, but the middle ones, that middle one had the Zard, so that kind of makes up for the rest of it. All right, so let me put these in here, then we'll get your hits. We'll just go over them. So in your 40 packs, 2151, 20 Paldean Fates. That's what you had. I think Charizard was probably your big hit, but you also had some other decent ones. Had the Erica's Invitation, and you also had a Venusaur. So I think you made out pretty well on that. Next up, we're going to have, I think there's one Pokemon Repack, Stellar Crown, yeah, and 10 Paldean Fates packs. So we'll do the Stellar Crown box first, and then we'll do the Paldean Fates, and we'll do the Repack last. We'll put that right there. PokeDac, how's it been, man? Have y'all been pulling, or have you been opening up on your channel any? The repacks have been doing pretty good. Like, I haven't sold any the past few weeks, but I'm not really pushing them. I'm just going to wait for those to completely sell out, and then I'll pick out new sets and I'll do it again. And if it takes 6 months to sell out, it takes 6 months to sell out. But the cool thing is they kind of move with the price. Now, if the prices go down after I open them, between then and the time that they're bought out, I guess that could be, a negative. But for the most part, I don't think the packs have went down since we've opened them up. Milcery. Ghost says, "Good luck, George." PokeDac says, "I've not opened anything in 8 months. I'm starting to miss it. Surging Sparks has my curiosity piqued." Everybody talking so good about this set has got me wondering now, because a lot of times Pikachu sets don't exactly hit very hard. So I guess I'll just have to be surprised. I assume I'll be getting my shipment in maybe early next week. The right side of this box so far has been a dud. There's the Lucario. Come on, George. How is the stream connection going? Like, is it buffering much for you guys? I know I can see that there's still several of you in the chat, but it's not laggy, is it? I get that it has been. I just hope that it's not for the whole stream. because that's always annoying. Like I can't. I don't like watching that stuff. So Pokédex says he might buy a case. It'd be fun. Reward yourself. Go said Royalty Gaming is opening a Storefront box tonight. Should be a fun one. I have a few packs in the break myself. I know somebody was looking for an entire Storefront box. I don't know if he ended up picking it up. Sparkling Crystal and Raboot. I don't remember pulling this one. Snorlax says video has been solid, but chat has been a little laggy. I'll take the chat being laggy all day. All right, there's the first half of the box. We do have 6 hits in there. But no gold, none of the big full arts or anything like that yet. There's a Venusaur EX. Lantern, Alchemy. What we got in Stellar Crown? There we go. Nice looking Lapras. I kind of like the way that these white background cards look. I realize they're not the big SAR or SIR, Special Illustration Rare. I don't know what it's supposed to technically be now. There's a Lacey. A lot of color contrasting there. And tomorrow, instead of for school, we're supposed to have a field trip up to Grandfather Mountain. It got canceled because, you know, everything that went down in western North Carolina from Helene. But we found out that Grandfather Mountain might actually be open again. So we had switched it to go to the Ashboro Zoo, but I do believe that since Grandfather Mountain is open, we have that option again. Be kind of nice. Most of the leaves have fell. We went up to the Blue Ridge Parkway this past week, and that was fun. Or not this past week, this past weekend. We went up there to spread Jeff's ashes, so it was kind of an emotional time. But we did it right there on the viaduct and a few other places. That's just what he wanted, and there was still pretty good color right up until you got to the viaduct. Then you were in the clouds, and so it was just white. So if you don't know what I mean by the viaduct, if you ever go up to the Blue Ridge Parkway, it's really beautiful up there around this time of year. The fall foliage is it's pretty breathtaking. And there's a viaduct, which is like a big bridge that's on the side of the mountain, and you've got spectacular views. People are always just pulling off on the side of the road, and I mean, you got to be careful, especially if it is not in a cloud bank. But we did get to see some foliage on the parkway where it was a little bit lower in altitude. James Chang says, "Yay, made another live. Hope I'm not too late." No, you're doing just fine. We've got several things lined up, and then I'm going to get into the orders that were placed during the video. And, you know, as long as we're live and I haven't said, hey, this is the end of the stream, you should be able to buy in, and or you can just hang out, you know. Kelly Dude, hi all. Like, smash to show support for TCA. Well, I appreciate it, man. And final hit was the Deluxe Bomb. So we'll go over those here in a second. Then we'll hit up your 10 Paldean Fates as well as your Repack. Kind of like the Lapras the most. Maybe that Lacey's better, but so there's that. Let's do your Paldean Fates now. Snorlax says, sounds like a beautiful spot. I mean, there's a lot of good spots up there. We were going mostly to spread his ashes, but then we ended up finding our way for lunch to Daniel Boone. Video disconnected, reconnecting, so I'm gonna just hold off for a second. All right, it says it's reconnected, so just in case it lagged right there. But they had salads. I don't do salads. I don't eat that. So I told them to keep it. But when they bring out the main meal, you get fried chicken, you get mashed potatoes, you get country style steak or Salisbury steak, if that's what you know it as. Um, corn, green beans. You can get like stewed apples, like stewed sweet apples and coleslaw, but we don't eat that. You get turkey gravy, and then you get a drink, and you just get as much of that as you want to eat, and they just keep bringing it to you. And then after you get done with all that, they'll bring you a dessert. It's between like strawberry shortcake, maybe chocolate pie or chocolate cake, and banana pudding. I always get the banana pudding. My kids always get the chocolate cake. But I pretty much focus in on the country style steak, the gravy, and the mashed potatoes. Oh, you also get a bunch of country ham biscuits. And country ham, if you're not from an area that serves country ham, it's basically like, I don't know, like a thicker slice of ham, not too thick, but it's really salty, almost, but it's not salted so that it's like jerky. It's a whole lot better than regular ham. Like if you get a country ham biscuit, man, you know it. You know what you're eating. But you eat as much as you want. Last time we'd been up there with Jeff, we had went and had a meal at country at Daniel Boone Inn, and my daughter Sarah, he couldn't get enough of like how much mashed potatoes she would eat. Like she was just like putting it away. That's all she was eating, and it just made him smile. All right, last pack we have a Palmy. All right, so we'll go over your Paldean Fates hits, and then we'll do your TCA repack. All right. It's Simon says I hope Christmas set is pretty solid. Seems like the last few Pokemon sets have not hit as hard lately. Surging Sparks is okay because it is a Pikachu set. Twilight Masquerade, I mean, that did way better than I thought it would. So that was kind of surprising. Ooh, you got a Pikachu. I don't know if you guys noticed, I did increase the price of my WB promos to 25 for the Pikachu, Mewtwo, and Dragonite, and they have not slowed down. So, all right, here we go. Killian says you mess with pork roll. Is that like an egg roll, but with pork? I think I've had some of those before. All right, we have a nice looking Riolu, Miraidon EX, Garchomp EX, Slacking V. All right, we don't want to see the EXs. We want to see the big full arch Pokevitality. That one's not bad. Got a Rayquaza VMAX. That one's from Crown Zenith. Fortress, Nimona. What's this gold one? We have a V-Guard Energy. So that TCA repack was not that great. I'd probably say the best card was Rayquaza VMAX, and that's not even that great. Nothing stand out. At least I don't think. I don't think Nimona or V-Guard Energy are worth that much. But then I'll put these all in here. Thank you, George. D-Town Relic. Southern cooking is so yummy. I mean, you just fry everything. Pretty much. It's probably the most unhealthy of all the styles of food. He says he loves him some cornbread. That's something that I don't personally eat a lot of, but I do know like a good cornbread. I mean, it can make the difference in a meal. But my wife, she likes good cornbread with just pintos, straight pintos. That's not a meal for me, but I would eat it. All right. So the next one is we have Benjamin, who picked up a 151 box. So there's this box out of the way. Maybe we'll get to see us a God pack. Haven't seen one in a while. For 151 anyways. What is up, African Veteran? Killian says pork roll is a breakfast ham. Fried up. If you like country ham, you like pork roll. And he says, I am from South Jersey. Oh, there we go. These were... Split them in half. 3, 6, 9, 10. There we go. We'll leave them upside down. Hopefully that doesn't annoy somebody. Snorlax says, awesome, I kind of figured I'm in Mercer County. I've been starting into the Pristine 151 set for the CGC registry. I'm just surprised how cheap you can get some of these cards. I bought several hundred, we'll say, in auction recently. Killian says, gotta rep the regional foods. There's that Nidoking again, and then there's a Ninetales. Alright, so we've got that SR, so we're just hoping that there's an SIR in here or a God Pack now. Because usually you get the one SR. Alright, Ajax. That doesn't sound too fun. What's the best Master Ball? Like, which one has the most value? Is it the Pikachu? Is it the Mewtwo? Is it one of these trainers? I don't know enough about the Master Balls. Today it was like 80 degrees here. I'm ready for some chilly weather. Nice Master Ball for the Parasect. But at the same time, it's hard to not enjoy a day like today. Spection says he's pretty sure it's still Pikachu. But Snorlax says maybe Gengar. Alright, first half of the box down. Already hit the Master Ball, 2 EXs, 1 Art Rare, and an SR. So there should be 2 more regular EXs, 2 more Art Rares. There's one of the EXs, got the Venusaur. That's assuming we don't hit something super big. Nice Charmeleon. Right now there's a pretty decent price gap between the Art Rares on the Japanese side to the English ones. Because 151 just keeps getting reprints on the Japanese side. I've continued to buy into them. I'm just picking up boxes here and there. Setting them aside. I mean, I'm still selling some, but I'm not moving that many. Snorlax says, Spection is right. Still the Pikachu. Ajax says, have you ever opened up any WWE? I have not. I used to watch WWE when I was like 12 maybe. I was around when The Rock was, you could smell what The Rock was cooking. The People's Elbow, Mr. McMahon. Not much of him. But I did Mankind. He was pretty cool. I think he got banned. Him and I think it was Mr. Sacco or something. There you go. Hit the Mewtwo and the Arbok. That may be it. We'll have to see. Maybe you still got a shot in these last couple packs. You might hit something. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic there. Man, my childhood was a lot of fun, dude. We were always outside, but it seems like we had stuff inside that we did too. Like our TV, I mean, you know, it was one of the click, 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 click. I mean, it was an old TV even for the time that we were in. But our microwave was that way too. I mean, it was such an old microwave. We had to use pliers to turn that thing on and off, and the timer didn't work. Like you just had to just wing it. To put it in perspective, we ate Hot Pockets a lot. I like my Hot Pockets a little extra done, but nothing crazy. I would cook my Hot Pocket in that microwave for 7 minutes. It was not a quick process. But we had a lot of potluck, which was my mom's way of saying, hey, you're just going to go find whatever you want to eat. When she cooked, it was great. But cereal, I love cereal in the morning for breakfast. But something else that I got used to eating a lot of was bread balls. Like you just take a piece of bread and you ball it up and then you just eat it. I remember watching it was like Shaolin Soccer or something. They kept making this bread thing in that movie. I mean, it was super cheap, super, you know, way low budget for a movie. But my brother loved watching it, and I remember watching it with him. Then we watched it, you know, after that several times. But they had some kind of bread thing in there that they made, and it would always make me want to eat a ball of bread. All right, so let me move on to the next order. Let's see what's next. We've got Dan, 20 Paldean Fates, no bulk. As long as you see these already printed out nice and neat, these are orders that were placed prior to the video starting. So if you put in an order since the video started, we're getting close. We're getting closer to it. We've got these two and then two V-Star Universe boxes. And then after that, I'm going to go see what all's been put in. D-Town Relics, Hot Pockets, Capri Suns, Nintendo 64 was the best. Used to play the crap out of Ocarina of Time. Dude, Hot Pockets aren't Hot Pockets anymore. You just stick them in the microwave. They don't give you the pocket part. They're trying to like go green or whatever. And they're like, we've developed a way so that you don't have to put them inside the pocket. But I don't know about you. Like, I like the pocket because I can stick it in it. And I can sit there and eat on that thing without like the stuff coming out all the sides on my fingers and stuff. So I don't think that was a W. And it definitely cooks differently. So it's kind of like when they changed up Chef Boyardee, like the ravioli. It just wasn't the same. Snorlax says we must all be millennials. Yeah, I'm good with that. Whatever that. I'm still not sure what that means. I don't know if it's like a state of mind or like a exact period in which you're born. I'm 34. Captain Chuck says he's 40. So let's go with millennials. I mean, I lived through the millennium, but I wasn't born in like 1950. Hey Jack says, look at you now, far from breadcrumbs. Not really. I bet I could. I mean, I got a donut box sitting here beside of me. There's plenty of breadcrumbs in there. Look what donuts can do to your insides, man. I don't know if you guys look. That's the bottom of that box. Like that icing. I mean, it just went straight through the box as if it's like pizza grease. But there's some breadcrumbs in there. Some fried glazed breadcrumbs. Saturday morning cartoons and a bowl of cereal. Yeah. Dude, my bowls of cereal were way too big. I know why my parents were broke. It's because I ate too much food. Snorlax says he's 37. The pocket definitely came in. And when they invented the little piece that you could tear off, it's like, you know, it made it even better because you got lower and now you could, you know, eat it almost all the way to the bottom. Ajax says, Dino Nuggets, pizza rolls are more my era. I didn't do Dino Nuggets, but pizza rolls, I was more with the little pizza things that were circular. I really like those. Were a treat. I can't even, they had the little tiny polka dot. It was like pizza bagels or something. Bagel bites. Was it? I think it was bagel bites. Like, well, I do pizza rolls now, but that wasn't like the big thing for me back then. It was Hot Pockets and bagel bites. But bagel bites, they cost a lot more per like ounce, so that didn't always happen. I used to do the pudding that was instant. You could get them for like 49 cents. It was the Jello, but you had to have milk. So you had to have milk and you mix it. It was like half a cup of milk, or maybe it was 2 cups of milk, and you mixed it with the powder, and then you had pudding for everybody. It was a whole lot cheaper than the snack packs. Snack pack was, you know, you're living it up. Andy says they also changed those chocolate pretzels in the blue bag candy aisle. See, I didn't start eating those until probably after college, so I don't know what they taste like before, but they still taste pretty good now. Boycott Hot Pocket. We should. I'll be honest, if you come over here right now and you go into my fridge or in the freezer, the only thing that I have in there is Hot Pockets. I want to say waffles, maybe toaster strudels. Yeah, and a few of the like the popsicles, the ones that, you know, there's just like sugar water. I think that's all I have in there. Everybody knows bagel bites. There we go. double hit the Palafin and the Fortress EX. So Snorlax says millennials were born between 1981 and 1996. Oh yeah, I'm right in there then. I'm 1990. Millennials eat too much ranch. I will say most people eat ranch, but I'm not a ranch eater. I don't do ranch. I don't do mustard. I don't do ketchup. I don't do mayonnaise. I don't do another double hit. I don't do any salad dressings because I don't do salad. If it's going on my wings, it's probably a hot sauce. There's Alakazam and Clive. That's a pretty good pack. Backwards says I buy that jello pudding for myself as an adult. I'm up to snack pack now. The problem is I eat like 4 at a time. Lurkin Lowry. Hey Rusty, how it goes? It's going pretty good. I was expecting my voice to crack a whole lot more than it has. So I'm happy that it's kind of holding out. Captain Chuck says he's from Louisiana. I have shrimp, oysters, and crab meat in my freezer. I can't eat any of that. I think I'm allergic to shellfish. And the reason I say I think is because the doctor says I was, or said I was, back when I was like 5. So I never went with it. I never tried it. Tillamook pizza. Anybody try that? If it's pizza, I'm living it up when I do the tombstone, but most likely it's like the little dollar Tostinos. They used to be like 4 for $1. They're not anymore. All right, here we go, man. Not too bad for 20 packs. He had a couple packs that had double hits in them. A couple full arts. Like that Raichu. I'm always on the original era. Ajax says it's the best frozen pizza. The same people that make the award-winning cheeses make a pizza. My brother, he's big into like different cheeses. Like I'm fine with just like regular sliced cheese. Not on my pizza. On pizza, if I add any cheese, it's just gonna be mozzarella. But it's gonna be the cheapest mozzarella that you can find based off of the weight. In usually probably hanging up in a bag on the aisle. I'm not like going to go get the fancy deli sliced cheese or nothing like that. All right, so we have 2 V-Star Universe boxes. I'm going to do one at a time. Hoping we get a big hit. Colt says, any validity to these articles I'm reading about you averaging a double-double in high school and got looks from UNC? No. I don't know where you read that, but I didn't play high school ball. I didn't even play middle school ball. I did get accepted into Carolina, but not on a basketball scholarship. It was on Pell Grants and several different grants. I did have some scholarship, but it wasn't for like a full ride or anything. But it had nothing to do with sports because I didn't play sports in high school. Now, I'm not saying I couldn't have. I was told because I pretty much loved all the sports except for baseball. I wasn't a baseball guy, but I had people ask me to come play track, come do track. They wanted to do high jump, sprints. Same thing with football. I think I could have actually been really good at football because I'm very hard to tackle. I'm just like running super fast, but who knows? I just didn't play any. Basketball would have been the sport that I wanted to play. I went to one tryout, and I did pretty good, but I ended up not going back because I didn't like the way the coach was handling the other players. And, that's kind of an excuse because I could have got over that, right? But I didn't play anything in high school. Now, if they had an ultimate Frisbee team, I probably would have been out for that. 'Cause, man, I love playing with because the teacher, he'd come out there, he'd play like middleman. So he was like all-time offense. Somebody would give him that. Uh-oh, we got a gold. Ooh, Arceus V-Star. Got a got an SAR, an ultra rare, and an art rare all in one pack. Man, what a pack. But I would get him the frisbee, and then I would just run. I tell him, and he would just launch it, and I could just run it down. But he could make it float all the way from the middle to the end zone. But I think that would have been a fun game. Like I don't do disc golf. I think it's kind of boring. But ultimate frisbee, yeah, I could play that. Now on the rec team, I might have averaged a double-double. It would have been rebounds and points. Although I played point guard most of the time. But that's rec ball. That's completely different. We all know who plays in the rec league, right? I did join a team. I got to practice with them last night. They're pretty good. There's one guy on our team. He did play for college. Marquette. No, it wasn't Marquette. It was another school team. It wasn't as big as Marquette. But I don't think anybody else has, because he's definitely stand out, you know, from the other guys that are on the team. Leafeon and an ultra rare water energy. That's not bad for a box. Maybe we'll get you another gold. It'd be kind of cool to pull the Giratina. We put this in here. Ajax says you should show them your Pokemon collection. No, I kind of like keeping everything on the DL. I'm not big in that way, if that makes sense. I like seeing the look on people's faces when I tell them what I do for a living is, well, they ask me what do I do or what do I do for a living. I sell Pokemon cards. Like I was actually playing basketball with somebody Saturday, and this is the second time I'd seen this guy, because the first time we played basketball, he was on the other team, but he was on my team. The studio disconnected. I don't know why the internet's going in and out. It says it reconnected, so I'm going to go ahead and continue opening up the packs. Here's a Suicune. Be nice to pull another Radiant Charizard. Piggy Jack, you getting any Surging Sparks? What do you think? Yeah, I should get Surging Sparks. Well, there's our Radiant. I'm getting a Charjabug. Should be, I would assume, coming in next week, but I have enough ordered. I think I ordered 75 cases. Usually I set back 50 cases, so what I'll do is before, I might put 10 or so cases on eBay. So that'll leave like 15 cases for YouTube, and then if we sell through it, then I'll go into my own back stock. Because I don't have 50 cases of every set anymore, because sets like Twilight Masquerade and Paldean Evolve, they just continue to sell even when I raise the prices on them. Ajax, bro, go to practice and pull a Zard out of your sock. After that, come on, man. Nah, I'm not go. I don't go that direction. It's not me. I like being quiet and watching. But then I'm gonna rebound. I'm gonna out rebound you. Where's the other one? There it is. Like that's my game. Usually it's just hustle and rebounds. I mean, I'm good on offense too, but people like sticking me in the post, and I'm not really a post player. I like to sprint up and down the court as fast as possible. Guard Lurking says, Rusty, anything interesting you're trying to acquire for your personal collection nowadays? You know, I'd say there are things, but I kind of just wing it now. Like, I like looking at all the auctions and kind of browsing, and then if I see something that I like, kind of go for it. Like, I'd love to finish out the PSA 10, CGC 10, WotC era, but, you know, I probably could if I just went ahead and spent the money, but it's kind of cool winning the stuff slowly over time, here and there. L Dub says, hey Rusty, your site has light red logo packs at 800 and heavies at 500. I think those are backwards. You and just about everybody else, man. But that is correct. The red logos hollows are only 1999 dated, so it's like a regular fossil pack. Whereas the light packs will have 1999 2000 dated rares. And those are very tough to find. In fact, the most expensive cards that's going to come out of a red logo booster pack, it's going to be probably a Gengar or a Dragonite non-holographic. If I can get these in here. I think I might just make this out of 3. I'll change that up. I don't know why, but like on the outside lip, you can see how it's kind of like disappearing. I don't know why it does that. Like on the regular part of the plastic, it won't do it. 68. Well, I'll just write it on here. And I'll show you. See? It goes on there nice and easy. L-Dubs, oof, that's me not knowing things. No, everybody's thought the same thing, pretty much. There are some people who knew, but there's not a lot of people who actually collect that set, because there's not a lot of people who know about that set. Okay, so now we're actually going to check out the orders and see what has been put in. I might have to log back in. Let me see. Oh yeah, I do. Authenticator app. Ever since that hack, I've got an authenticator app that changes every 30 seconds a code on top of the username and the email. Makes things a little bit more complicated, but it prevents fraud. And it takes an extra 10 seconds to log in. Failed. What is that? Justin, you put in 3 orders. They all failed, man. All right, Charles, you're next. Let's see what you got. Man, the internet is laggy. He picked up a Japanese 151 box, no bulk. $151, no bulk. Wonderful bee, huh? Here we go. Ajax says it goes a long way being a hype man. Zard lurking. Rusty, can you make a little description on the side about the red logo packs? Might help so people don't get confused with the prices. I think I probably need to. But hey, if they don't sell through, it's fine. I think I might grade some of them. I thought about actually opening them up myself and trying to just grade all the stuff, just because everything's such low pop. Ajax says, in 6th grade, someone was able to dunk in that league. 6th grade. They're pushing it. In 6th grade, yeah, I was under 5 feet tall. So that wasn't happening for me. Keelan says, oh dang, you were hacked. Did anything get messed up because of that? No. I got a site manager. He was able to see that they were in there. And then we sent out a notification to anyone on the site that had information there at the time. But as far as I know, nothing ever come of it. Then I had a time there where there was a guy who was just creating accounts and checking out with like stolen credit cards. So that was fun. I was shipping out heavy packs to people that would just open up chargebacks, so that caused a headache. So now I have to authorize payments. So like some of you who have bought in, like Charles, Mr. Captain Chuck, I'll authorize your payment tomorrow. My account will hold it for a certain amount of time. There we go. Got an Amistar with the Venusaur. And the reason it goes that direction is because I can verify and make sure your account is a legit account. And then I can also, if I'm worried about it or it looks like it's a risky payment, I can reject it and I don't have to deal with the fees. Come on, Charles. You guys give Captain Chuck some good luck. Mr. Mime. Ajax says, my favorite thing to do is throw away my trash at Starbucks. Now, why would you go all the way to Starbucks to throw away your trash? Well, I guess if you're near a Starbucks, you're probably near a city. I wouldn't think that you'd have a whole lot of those in small towns. And if you did, then you could probably just take it to the dump. There's Fable, Vileplume. Alright, so there's the first half. Still haven't hit the SR yet. Got one more art rare and it should be 2 EXs. Is that a dragon, Andy? Come on, Chuck. What are you going to get? An Arbok. Alright, there's the Mewtwo. That's the second time we pulled that one tonight. If I can find the right end of this penny sleeve. Should have one more EX in the full art. See what we can get. Piggy Jack, did anyone pull Charizard from the base packs? Not that I've been made aware of. Because most of them were ship sealed. There's the Alakazam. Not in that one. We pulled Magneton, Zapdos, Ninetales, Clefairy. I think those are the ones we pulled. Got the Venusaur. Not the Venusaur we want. Still a nice little full art Venusaur. Simon says, about to work out and listen to Pokemon cards get opened up. What a combo. I can't ever work out with like earbuds in. Maybe it's because I don't ever carry my phone. Is that how that would work? I don't know. I'm still whole new. I'm still pretty new to the wireless earbuds thing. Although every time I walk away from my computer, I've got AirPods and I have a PC. They don't really work together well. Every now and then it'll like kick off my Bluetooth altogether. Alright, so it looks like Venusaur was the big one. We'll run back through your hits one more time. Captain Chuck. Got a cool Mewtwo. And I like that Poliwhirl as well. Section says, hey Rusty, how much do you know about Yu-Gi-Oh? I'm not an expert by any means in really any area, I would think. But I like vintage Yu-Gi-Oh. I've got a decent amount of cards, but it's not like anything big. Let's see what the next order is. The next order is for Kevin. Also a 151 box, and then he also picked up 10 Lost Origin packs. So we'll do the Lost Origin packs to break up the 151 boxes. This is order 6867. Kevin, are you in the chat? Is this K bulk? Yeah, they're both no bulk. And I should have Lost Origin right here. 3, 6, 9, 10. Cool deal. All right, I'm going to scoot that one up. Put you right there, Kevin. We'll start into your Lost Origin packs. Spectre says, my question is about vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! I will email you. All right, man. All right, pack number 1 got a Radiant Gardevoir. You know Zero. Well, eBay recent sales tell me a lot. Bruce says, tell them about your Yu-Gi-Oh sheets. I do have a Yu-Gi-Oh LOB first edition sheet. It's kind of like first edition base set for the holos, but I've got the ultra rares. But I don't. I think that might be. Well, I've got 2 Yu-Gi-Oh sheets. I've got that, and I also have the LOB for the secret rares. So that'd be like the unlimited. Hisuian Arcanine, and then we have a Rotom V. Ajax, that's not very nice. What we do is we try to take some of the. We've got more that are by the door now, but like the lunch boxes, as long as I have the tins available, we try to once a month. We'll load it up with like food stuff, but then I'll throw Halloween trick or trade packs in there, and then we'll hand them out in the Pokemon lunch boxes. Because I don't really feel the best about giving money to just people, because I mean they can spend on whatever they want. You can't really say what somebody's going to do with something. Like there's no way you're going to know for sure. But if you give somebody basic things like food, fruit, water, I mean, you can't go but so wrong. I mean, they might litter. It's probably going to happen one way or the other. Hopefully that they don't. Hopefully they won't anyways. But I feel like that's more of a hand up rather than the handout. Andy, Ball Guy Poke Plush is a thing. It's on the Pokemon Center website. I don't even know what that is. Zard Lurking says, already doing better than the 10 packs I had opened 2 weeks ago. Hopefully we finish out strong. You got one more pack. David, hey Rusty, by the way, I got to hang out with Gary this weekend at TCG Topia in Phoenix. You should look into attending one with him next year. So just the 3 packs, or the 3 hits from the 10 packs. The Rotom, the Arcanine, and the Radiant Gardevoir. Alright, let's get into your 151 box. I'd love to travel more and do that kind of stuff. Man, it's like every night I've got something going on nowadays though. Like tonight, I had another soccer game. It was just at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow we got that stuff going on with the field trip. So I'm going to be getting up really early to get out these orders because we're going to be heading out at 8 o'clock. And then I've got 4 loads of dirt delivering sometime so that people can work on the concrete. And I'm sure there's going to be some kind of FedEx delivery that needs a signature. Spection says, actually, can I ask you here, would you consider a vintage Yu-Gi-Oh break? I am. We've got, these were the 2 that I was talking about possibly doing next. We've got a Labyrinth of Nightmare, and then we have a Dark Crisis, which these are both unlimited. I've got, I don't know if you guys can see it, like that right there. You might not be able to make it out, but that's actually a Labyrinth of Nightmare first edition box. And then I know you can't see it, but one level up, there's a Pharaonic Guardian, and then I think there's another Legacy of Darkness first edition. Yu-Gi-Oh! Vintage is pretty simple because it's a lot cheaper. Like I think the last one we did with Legacy of Darkness, I mean, it was like $60 or something for 4 packs. I can't even remember what it was, but it's really not that expensive. Spectre said, or are you still working through your own boxes? I still am. I just haven't. I've been putting them up slowly. Vintage stuff, it just moves at a different pace now. And he said, ball guy's a dude with a Pokeball for a head. Alright. I have never been to Arizona. Well, no. I've been into an airport in Arizona. I think it was on our way out to Hawaii. The most unfun variation of a high-end box would probably be like Spell Ruler Unlimited or First Edition, and there's like a variation that's like not that great. But I mean, what would be fun might be like LOB. Metal Raiders, you know, I mean, that's not super high-end First Edition, but, you know, that's pretty cool. Magician's Force, that'd be pretty sweet First Edition. But there's not a ton of high-end Yu-Gi-Oh! Boxes. Like an unlimited box, I think is around $2,400. So I mean, you'd be looking at, you know, $100 a pack or something. But First Edition is went up. But there's a large print and then there's a small print First Edition. So one's wavy, one's glossy. In my opinion, glossy was before wavy. Kind of supports it, I believe, from the sheets and from the logic of like how things were made. But wavy is undoubtedly valued more. It's almost got like an older feel to it. So usually those are worth more. Yeah, if it's LOB First Edition, I mean that's going to be the highest of the end that you can get with Yu-Gi-Oh! But there's two different versions. You got, like I said, you have the large First Edition and the small First Edition. I believe the large is the wavy. But I could be wrong on that. It's been a while since I've looked at it. What's her name? I don't know this one. There's your SR. Whoever that is. Mimic Brew says, I promise you it was hotter at your house in August with the humidity than it ever gets in Phoenix. It was kind of hot that day. I mean, it wasn't like blistering hot, but with the concrete and everybody playing in the direct sun, it was kind of a hot day. But you can really sweat if it gets super humid outside. Like, that's not as humid as it normally gets either. Captain Chuck says, hey Rusty, I want to get that Mewtwo graded. Is that possible? Yes. Send me an email and I'll send you that link again. I do accept CGC live submissions again. If you want to do it through PSA, you have to do it on your own for now. But if you want to submit through CGC, I could probably arrange a bulk order to go out. I may have skipped the Master Ball. We'll have to see. I might have to go back through. I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't paid. I don't think I've paid as good of attention as I normally do. All right, Flame Buki and Mimic Brew said Daisy. Oh, there it is. I guess I was paying attention. Nice Scyther Master Ball. So they're talking about this one. I did not know her name, but it is a Daisy. She does have some flowers in the background, but I don't see any daisies. Spectre said, I miss working with you, so it'd be fun to do a break again, even if it's not Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is fun. I mean, it's pretty... Like, you only get... In a box, you're going to get 2 Ultra Rares, 4 Super Rares. You might get a Secret Rare. Usually you do. But, like, you can tell which Secret Rare it is based off the ISBN. Which, if it's going to be a glossy, it's very, very likely going to be Gaia the Dragon Champion. There is a wavy Gaia out there. But those are like crazy scarce. Here we go. So this is what you had. Daisy was your big hit. Didn't have much from the Lost Origin packs though. Started out strong, just didn't finish strong. What is up, Wes Bragg? Good to see you in here, man. You missed out. I bet last week you probably would have won. Yeah, you did miss out on the Bagel Bites. Mimic Brew says, who's your favorite YouTuber? Oh, man. Right now, I don't even know who I'm listening to much. I'm not doing much of Pokemon YouTube right now. I've been doing a lot of listening to... you might not believe it because he's pretty crude. But I was listening to some Asmongold because I kind of like hearing a different commentary. But like he's very crude. So, but for the most part, he's pretty straightforward about stuff too. So I like hearing some of that kind of stuff. But I gotta like I gotta use like my Chrome extension filter. So that's interesting. But other than that, I haven't watched a ton of YouTubers, especially PokeTubers lately. Because I usually use it just to listen to music. But the whole ad block updates, that's kind of annoying. I gotta like refresh the page and then refresh it again. If it's in a playlist, it's like really hard. Like I don't know if you guys went to the Weather Channel, but like if you try to get on there without ad block, I mean your computer pretty much shuts down. I mean it just uses so much of your CPU. All right, so we have Michael next, who picked up 40 Lost Origin packs. I hope I got 40 Lost Origin packs right there. Otherwise, I'll have to go into the next room. Pretty sure I do. Are these no bulk? Yes, they are. Man, no bulk makes it so much easier. Fody. Got him a box and then some. But for people that I normally watch with Pokemon, I'm going to say I watch a lot of Poke Knowledge cards, so PK. I try to keep up to date with the information that Rattle puts out. I don't watch a ton of it, but them two are probably usually sitting at the top. Now, I haven't watched much lately, but Pokemon Classics, you know, he usually puts out really good videos, very good quality, good information. But the problem is, I gotta usually stop and watch his stuff, and it just I need stuff that I can just kind of like listen to. Otherwise, if it halts my productivity, that's a problem. So, because his videos are good enough to make me stop and watch, it's usually like a no-go. I listen to Dan, Catch 'em All Collectibles, unless he's talking about like numbers and stuff, and then I don't really want to hear the numbers anymore. That's all good stuff, but I don't want to hear it. I'd rather hear him rant about something. I've been listening to more Z&G when he rants on something. He could put out more content. I like that. Old school, I used to listen to him more until he abandoned YouTube. Because I would listen to him and Pokey Flips. But I'll listen to people like the old card shop every now and then, Retro Specs. Those kind of guys. I've listened to some Java Akuma. Let me just go look at my page. Let me get it. Because it pretty much like throws the people you watch the most up on the left side, right? Oh yeah, I watched some Alpha Investments. Who else we got here? Slab Podcast. Mimic Brew, you're actually up there in the top 10 for the people that I watch. Pokemon Wonder. Cardinal Gaming. I used to watch them a lot more. Yeah, that's about it. Because like I said, I don't do a ton of YouTube myself anymore. Here we go, Gumi. Mimic Brew, I think everyone is forced to Asmongold's by YouTubers or YouTube's algorithm, but he's entertaining. Yeah, he definitely can be. I think he did like an apology video a couple weeks ago, or a plans going forward video, and I don't know if he's put out much news since then, because he puts out a lot of videos. Man. All right, Michael. I'm hoping it gets better for you. Westbragg says, that's why I get no sorting done. I'm always stopping to watch Rusty, Rudy, etc. Sorry. You shouldn't have to watch too much with what I'm doing. Double Kingdra. Hopefully you hit like the big alt art and it makes it all worth it. With Lost Origins. Usually packs are pretty good. Like this is a higher hit type pack because it has the trainer gallery. There we go. There's one. Roserade. 1 for 10 so far. 30 packs left. Let's see if the next 30 packs do better. Sawana. All right, I'm going to put the bulk away. We'll start a new stack. See if this helps out. Didn't help out with that pack. Ajax, what's your top 3 favorite sets that are modern? Probably some specialty sets. We're going to go with 151, V-Star Universe. Probably Celebrations. Yeah, I'm probably going to go with those 3. Mimic Brew said Twilight, Paradox, and Paldean Fates. I think Paldean Fates is pretty good. It's definitely better than Shrouded Fable. I think Twilight's okay, but it's not like my favorite. It's just got the Greninja. Paradox Rift. I don't know, is that a joke? Does anybody like Paradox Rift? There's the Gallade. Westbrag, Rusty, here's a rare uncut sheet. I did get a new uncut sheet this week. It's it kind of goes along with another Australian sheet that I don't think I've shown more than one place before. All right, next 20 packs. All right. Your second 10 packs were better. I mean, you definitely, I think it got a little better. But still waiting for some big hits here. Maybe don't you dare use Paradox in vain. What do you like about Paradox? It's like, if there was a box right now that I can't sell, like that's the one. Like that's the only box I can't sell. I could sell Shrouded. I could sell not Shrouded. I could sell Scarlet and Violet Base and Paldean Evolved. Obsidian Flames. Rift, no. Temporal Forces, yep, that one's on the rise. That's the next big box in my opinion to go up. Then probably Scarlet and Violet. Paradox Rift, I'm not seeing much of a future for that set. Ajax Lost Origin goes pretty hard. It's my favorite set. Please pull that Aerodactyl. I hope so, man. We're getting there. Zard Lurking says he likes Paradox. It has that sweet Groudon, SIR, and a few good hits. He says he likes every single SIR. It's a banger. Roaring Moon. Okay. Well, I wish it would translate into sales. Because that is the slowest selling pack of the entire block that I've had. Maybe Stellar Crown kind of rivals it. Although I think I've sold more Stellar Crown than Paradox Rift. Ajax Lost Origin is going to go up a lot. I know because I stocked up. I've been selling a lot. Yesterday I sold 4 lots of 36 at 180. That's just loose packs. But my boxes I think have sold out about 220. Westbrag, who all here is giving out trick-or-trade packs this week? But have a couple sealed bags put up. I am there. I handed over 5 cases to my church. In each case, you've got 12 bags of 35 this year. So it wasn't as many that I gave last year. I gave like 4 times that, but they didn't end up giving them all away. And we participated in a fall festival that's at a local football stadium. But they had their fall festival this past Sunday. Mimic Brew, I hope you're calling it right, man, because I would love to move some Paradox. Ajax says, I'm a Christian. I don't do Halloween. I mean, I'm a Christian. That doesn't mean I don't do Halloween. I don't believe in all the ghosts and the ghouls and things, but I think it's got like a gray print to it. I'm gonna put it over here with your hits. I see it as a fun time to get out with the kids. Next. All right, we're down to the last 5 packs, Michael. We go to a couple trunk or treats as well. We've got trunk or treat, fall festivals, and then we actually do, for a Halloween night, typically we go around to some of the shut-ins, and the kids will get pictures with them and stuff. Shut-ins are like people who can't make it to church because they just physically can't get there. So like most of them are usually widows. I don't know why. The men always die earlier than the women. And there's Kabu. And that's not always the case, but majority. Drapion, 2 packs to go? 2 packs. We carved pumpkins on the 20th, and then the next 3 days it was like 85. So we carved them, and then they rotted. so they're being eaten by the chickens. Not our chickens, but her brother's chickens. Last 3 packs, you got a hit. He means to say trunk or treat, so it's like a way to trick or treat. But you basically have a car. You dress it up with like you would a porch. You know, you could have a theme or whatever, and then you all park around in the parking lot with your vehicle and your trunk open, and then the kids come around and they get their candy. So it's like an easy way to get a giant bag full of candy. A lot of churches will do it, and they'll have food or hot chocolate and popcorn and stuff like that out there as well. All right, here we go. So these are your Lost Origin hits. It did get a little bit better towards the end. I'm gonna send you that one because I think it's like it's insufficient ink. Like that would get a designation. It's definitely very light. The Glade was kind of cool, but no Aerodactyl. It Simon says if you could reprint one of the WotC sets, which one would you do? Skyridge or Legendary Collection would be cool. I think both of those would be cool. If I was to give a different answer, yeah, I was gonna say Team Rocket, but they're kind of doing a Team Rocket reprint. Maybe Neo Rev or Neo Destiny. Those would be cool. I mean, I think you could about throw a dart at the board as long as it's not base set 2. You're probably going to be okay. All right, Joshua. Your order is next. And then after that, I've got to refresh again, see if there's been any more orders placed. Up and Blowing Rock, man. That's where I was yesterday, or Sunday, 2 days ago. 68.69. We always eat at that Mellow Mushroom there in downtown. If we're going up to Bass Lake. It's a repack. All right, let's see what you get. Blowing Rock is a neat little town. Expensive, neat little town. We get we also like going to the ice cream shop there. Kilwins, that's what it is. Holidays are all made up. Most are based on the solstices of yore. Even Christmas, it's more about celebrating seasons with your family. It is. I mean, Christmas is, it was brought at the 25th of December because it's technically when the light starts coming back, but really it's like it is based off the solstice because your days start getting longer on the first day of winter. It's like the 22nd, 21st, 20th. But they knew around that time of year the light would start coming back, and that's what Jesus represents, the light coming back. And so that's why they made it around that time of year rather than in March or April when it probably happened anyways. All right, so we're going to start off with the Dragonite. You got a pretty decent hit with the sealed promo there. Ooh, there you go. You got an Amarouge, a Frostlass, Dragonite V-Star, Victini EX, Revaroom EX. Come on, we need some art rares up in here. There's a Varoom Baby Shiny, Alolan Vulpix V-Star. All right, here it is. Will it save it or break it? Got a Gardevoir. That's pretty nice. What set is that? I know the symbol. Maybe Astral Radiance? I don't even know. Alright. No giant Alt-Art or SIR or anything in that one. But pretty cool artworks with the Gardevoir. Maybe the Emerouge. Kelly, dude, think I've had enough of this, of Ajax for tonight. What do you say this time? I missed some of it. Some of it I'm not reading for sure. I don't want to hear about some of that. Let me refresh this. But if he does say something out of line, Mr. Ajax, and you get blocked, it's on you, buddy. I trust my moderators. We rarely have anybody blocked though. There's been somebody putting timeout before. I think timeout before as well. 68-71. Let's see what Anthony got. Now I think this might be the last order that I have lined up, and then after that, we might be. It might be it. All right, so Fusion Strike, 20 packs, no bulk. Fusion Strike. This has been rough in the past, but we'll see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. We had somebody pull, was it the Mew Alt-Art? Last time we did Fusion Strike. But see, there's no Galarian Gallery, so you're going with like Evolving Skies kind of pull rates here. Either you hit it or you don't get much at all. Westbragg said base set 2 had the hated fireworks reverse hollows. No, that's not base set 2. It's the legendary collection. Base set 2 just had the galaxy foil. So I mean, still looked good. It was just a culmination of jungle and base. I think there was no fossil in it, if I remember right. Peaky Jack, how do you do the repacks? I've actually got a video on it, but I took 100 of each of the sets. I think they're all listed in the description, and I took all the hits out of it. I just pulled the bulk out, took the hits, then I put them in randomly in the stacks, and then I put one of each of the WB promos as well in the stacks. And that's it. That's pretty much it. They're all sitting off to the side over here. And I'm not going to start the next set until they sell completely through. I'm only doing them for lives. This way you guys can know there's like a Lugia Alt-Art I said was in there. I think there's a 151 Charizard that hasn't been pulled. Maybe a couple Venusaurs. But there was a gold Charizard that was already pulled. An SIR Charizard. I can't think of much else. Yeah, y'all don't get all argumentative in there. Uh-oh. Spection dropped the ball. I didn't get to read them, but I trust Spection. Jan says, yo, is this saving up orders for shipping already possible? So if you want to go with no bulk, you can select that, and it should drop it down $2 because I still ship it with tracking. But if you do multiple orders and I can ship them all together, then that's possible. So far, no hits for Anthony. And if I have to refund shipping, I can do that too. It's more like I'll authorize less of the money. So it's kind of cool, so I don't lose out on the fees anymore for that. Hoopa V. There we go. That looks pretty cool. I didn't open up much of Fusion Strike. 1 hit in 10 packs. That's about right for Fusion Strike. The Kanto Radio Show. Am I too late for the free first edition base set pack? I think everybody's too late for that. I don't know when that's going to happen. Brandoid says he just placed an order. Oh man. Felt something fall into my eye while I'm staring horizontally. How does that happen? Mimic Brew coming to the aid to Ajax side, said he did nothing wrong. We had Spection delete the message. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know what was going on there. I do know, Ajax, you were saying some stuff that was I didn't want to read. So I didn't see what all was deleted there. Maybe politics was brought into it from West Bragg. If politics was brought into it. Man, it's kind of hard to avoid politics right now with anything. Like I'm going to get mail. I've never gotten this much stuff in my mail about Trump and Harris. It's crazy. It's all over the internet. Even my wife, like, I don't do many TikToks, but it's like she'll be sending me some. It's kind of everywhere right now. Like, I just noticed my Bitcoin was up, so I assume Trump is doing better right now because that seems to trend with that. But I don't have much Bitcoin either. Tom says, so will there be a 151 reprint or new products? Seen bunch of fuss, but haven't seen official news about it. So 151 Japanese, there was something announced because my prices went down quite a bit for that. However, the English side, I heard about, Pokemon Center getting reprints. I think that's a lot of people through Rattle's Discord where they have like these things that ping all these sites and then you can go buy the stuff, but I haven't gotten anything from my distributor. All right, last pack for Fusion Strike. Captain Chuck says, still got a first edition Jungle Pack I got from Rusty from a mystery box a long time ago. I haven't even weighed it yet. That's pretty impressive. Republicans like Typhlosion. JK, don't ban me. Well, he is red, right? I got on a red t-shirt right now. All right, so you only got 2 hits. I'm going to give you some free packs. So that's just, it's like, what do you do, Let's, like, I know what to expect from Fusion Strike. At this point, like, Fusion Strike is just not going to yield many hits, but it's kind of hard to send somebody just 2 cards. This was non-bulk, right? No bulk? Oh, yeah, it was no bulk. So, we'll have fun with this until we get to a 4th hit. There's Bolton VMAX. So you get a few extra packs out of this. West Bragg says we're getting 151 at dollar stores now. The $1.25 stores. But, if I was going to get a pack at the $1.25 tree, that'd be the one. As long as they're not weighed out. I mean, I've got a contact at a Dollar Tree. Whenever she got product in, she would like, hey, do you want any of these? I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. But what was cool about it was I could get like the entire case, like still sealed in the box before you pull it out. And that was nice. I had a friend buy several of those, and he wanted me to flip them for him, so I did. But they were like Team Up and, gosh, what was the other one? Oh, Cosmic Eclipse. It was those 2 sets. I didn't sell them for much profit, but he did make some money. But I imagine now they'd be worth a whole lot more. At least we're getting some of these dud Fusion Strike packs out of the way, right? One more hit to go. Family Dollar and Dollar General are carrying 151 collection boxes. All right. It's not quite to the point where I'm wanting to pay like, I don't know, I guess I have to see the price. If I could get the, man, what was that, like another 10 packs? If I could get more of the Ultra Premium, that'd be nice. Brandoid, I promise you, we're getting there, man. All right, last hit is a Gradient V. All right, man. I'm going to say the Hoopa was the best hit for sure. Simon says, I wish they would reprint some Team Up. One of my favorite sets since WotC stuff. I don't know if I'd want them to reprint at this point. Like, I'd definitely buy. I don't have a position whatsoever, but that kind of just, like, kills the market, You feel like you should have confidence at this point. But I mean, they did. I mean, Sun and Moon base set that was printed for almost 5 years. Evolutions was 4 years, like a good solid 4 years. And then they did a Sun and Moon Elite Trainers in 2021, if I'm thinking right. All right, Brandon, 6872. That's the order number. Picked up a Japanese box as well as 10 Lost Origin packs, and he's keeping the bulk on the Japanese box. We'll need 2. I think I'm looking at it right. Always got the camera like right, well, the face down camera is like right in front of the screen. I just need to hire Rev to come out here. I wonder how much that would cost. Hey, give me a good setup, because I'm too lazy to do it myself is pretty much what I'm saying there. Because I'm sure I could figure it out. You do it for me. I think that's what everybody wants. Somebody else to just do something for them. But this works, so I'm going to keep working at it. Or I'm going to just leave it just like this. Just got to look around a little bit. All right, Brandon, if you're in the chat, let us know. Oh, I guess you are. Brandoid, you should be right there. We already know. It's 10 packs, 3, 6. I will grab it. Perfect. And the 151. So let's do the we'll do the 151 first, and then we'll do the Lost Origin. And then there is another order lined up after this one, but after that, I think we're set. If Simon says, "Got ya, keep it rare." Well, it's only as rare as, you know, whatever's out there. I think there's just a lot of demand, and there's nowhere near enough supply to meet that demand. The Kanto Radio Show was Sun and Moon based, the longest print run. It was the longest print run that I know of. It went out of print for a while, but when they reprinted the Elite Trainers, it just either they reprinted or they found a lot of restock. But it was available to people like me who buy from distribution. But you could get them for pretty much as much as you wanted for the retail price. No Master Ball. There's the Jinx. Nard said you and Rev doing a collab video would be cool. I don't know if it would or not. He might his quality's so much like higher. Nice Mew EX. I mean, we did do a collab kind of when he opened up that first edition base set box. That was a box that he had supplied me with a base first edition box, and then I got a second one, and the only reason he sold me the other one or let me buy the other one was because he was trying to help me complete my set. But then when I got that second one, I was like, hey, let me send this to you, and you stream it on your channel, and we'll just split the profit. And then I ended up getting a base set box that was really a short crimp shadowless box as compensation. So it was kind of wild how all that worked out. But that's when he sold the packs for $2,500 each. So it was like a $90K. I had sourced it for $65, I think. He had, I want to say he pulled multiple Poliwraths in that, out of that box. But congrats, Brandoid, for pulling the gold Mew. I don't know how much that one's worth, but you might have a chance at still pulling an SIR or an SR in the box. Westbrag says, I wanted the Latios Heart card since I first seen it. Then it went to a ridiculous price. It was pretty expensive in the beginning. I think I want to say the first couple PSA 10s I sold were like $60, something like that. But that was a lot for full arts back then. Your typical full art PSA 10 was $39.99. I want to say like right when you got them back, you know, that was going to pull the price up from about a $10 standard full art. And those I want to say were $69.99. It might have been a little bit more, but if it was, it wasn't much. Because I had 3 or 4 of each that I submitted. Your 9s would typically break even. Nice Mr. Mime. Yes, Simon says, why are the Japanese boxes so cheap in recent sets? It's like $50 a box. So at $50 a box, that's like 20 bucks over retail, or 20% over retail. So that would make something like Twilight Masquerade, which retails 160 for MSRP or whatever. That'd be like saying it was, 200 bucks, 190 bucks. And the MSRP, ooh, Master Ball. I mean, that's kind of like a made up thing as it is. But at the same time, it is whatever the market is. I mean, Japan has been printing out product pretty good to meet demand, but not like crazy overprinting things. So I don't think that's a crazy number or crazy low. When you start getting to the $24 price range, what we saw for Cyber Judge and the other one, Wild Forces or whatever it was, that's pretty low. Those come up pretty quick because Temporal Forces on the English side, that's the equivalent of those two sets. It's a pretty decent set. Like it's quickly risen back in price. This box is pretty good, man. You got a Pikachu, got a Master Ball Mewtwo, got the Gold Mew. The Kanto Radio Show. Do you remember what sets were available when you first got distributor access? When I first got distributor access, I wasn't buying a ton, but I want to say it was Black and White Boundaries Crossed. I was just buying a couple sets. But really, the breakout set for me was Generations. That was X and Y, but I did have access before then to all the way through to all the way back into Black and White sets. Tom says, seems like they just print Japanese sets like crazy. They can, but I mean, they don't have all this auxiliary product or auxiliary product, whatever it is, like we do, all these collection boxes and different things that release those packs. If you want a Japanese 151 pack, you're going to have to buy a Japanese 151 box. There's no poster collection or ultra premium or something else that they can release down the line, Elite Trainer box. John says, buy a Chinese one, West. It's only $175. It looks better than English. There you go. Sold out before 3 a.m. What are you talking about? Tom, also, everyone started to stock up on English sets and wait for prices to go up. It's an easy play. It's as easy of a play as it gets. Metapod and nothing in the last pack. So Tom said the Mewtwo, the Master Ball Mewtwo goes for like 50 bucks. Doesn't surprise me. I mean, you only get one Master Ball per box, and Mewtwo has got to be one of the better cards, and it's got a pretty good artwork. Let me put that there. All right, we still have your 10 Lost Origin booster packs. See if we can get you some hits. Radiant Steelix, right off the bat. People like Rudy have money to invest. I would too, though, if I had that money. Really, for me, I need more storage. Like, there's a lot of space that these things take up. Booster boxes are nice, concise, and neat, but if you want the ultra premiums, those are, man, like you can only do so many without having a warehouse. So Jesse says they do have a file with 5 151 packs in Japanese. Some sets do a file set with packs in a binder. Okay, well I got that wrong, I guess. But there's no way that they have as many products. And I'm not buying that. Unless it has like a cool promo that I think would be worth grading and buying that other people may not think the same thing about. John says that was a solid box. I think it was as well. Zard Lurking, I was talking more about people like you and Rev doing a live break together on stream. People enjoy their favorite YouTubers getting together for a box break. I think it probably has more to do with he has 3 kids and I have 3 kids. So he probably doesn't want to travel around much, and neither do I. That'd about be the only reason. Like, if he was my neighbor, sure, I'd love to do that. And I don't think that he's the kind of guy that would say no. But he should probably. as big as he is. All right, one more pack. Yeah, I agree with the families for the most part. That's the big thing for me. Not too bad. Got a full art Arizu and a Radiant Steelix. Lost Origins seems to do better than Fusion Strike on an average. Oh no, let me get your 151 stuff back out. I put it in here. Yeah, I even wrote that there was going to be two of them there. I don't know why I didn't leave it out. All right, Jan says, I'm in the wrong stream, haha. Yeah, if you were looking for something sold out, I don't know. I don't think I've sold out anything. I've got some very expensive fossil packs that are super niche that have not sold out. The Legend Maker, I'm hoping that somebody ends up getting the Arcanine out of that, because I think that card's pretty dang sweet. But I doubt it, because nobody's opened up a single one of those packs. Alright, let me refresh this. I think Ryan is next. I just want to make sure. Yep. Ryan, you've got the next order. But I don't know what it is just yet. Shrouded Fable. This has probably been my least sold specialty set in a long time. What's the big card out of Shrouded Fable? Like, what's the... Like, if you were going to have one pull, what would it be? I just recently did my custom acrylics for these. I think I only did, I might have did 20 still. Ryan, if you're in the chat, let us know. Eevee, Joltik, nice. Kingdra. Tom says, been working on my full art binder. Haven't seen anyone doing anything similar. Any idea if anyone is collecting? I don't know. I don't actually do binders. Well, for the most part, I don't anymore. Is that? Oh, it was like regular and then reverse all. Westbreak said Australian red label packs. They're tough. I'm going to send out the email tomorrow to my typical sealed collectors. Zard Larking said definitely one of his favorite Arcanine arts as well. And I assume he's referring to what I was talking about with the Legend Maker Arcanine EX. Pheasantipity. Tom says have a big sheet with all the full arts available. Shrouded Fable has some cool cards, but don't think there are some big pulls. Pokéfun says think the sealed booster packs is the biggest hit in that set. You know what I like? I like the way they did their 3-pack blisters. I think those look really nice. I ended up keeping a couple of cases of those sealed. And he says, JK, he thinks it's the Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia. Oh, that's an energy. Alright. Last pack. Nothing there. I like the Kingdra, man. The blue. That's the shade of blue you want right there. The Carolina blue, right? Got any Duke fans in the chat? There's Okie Dokie. And then the Pheasantipity. That's some names right there. The set, because it's a specialty set, it still has decent pull rates. It's got the shinies and that kind of stuff, but it's just not quite up to the same par, I think, as other high class sets, I guess you would say. All right, so that's it for the order. So I'm going to head over to Nightbot, and we're going to finally do a giveaway. If you're a channel member, you're going to have a little bit better luck. I'm going to enable, don't try to do this more than once. So you put your name in there more than once, it'll spam you out. Let's just do Sparks as the keyword. So if you want to enter into the giveaway, all you have to do is copy and paste what I just stuck in there, Sparks. If you put Sparks into the chat, then that will automatically enter you into the giveaway for all the hits that are going to be in this right here. Oh, there's my wife coming home now. I'm tired. Well, after this giveaway, I should be coming down unless we get flooded with hits. But if you want to, like I said, if you want to enter into the giveaway, I'm going to give away all the hits from these packs. All you got to do is put into the chat Sparks, and then I'm going to roll, or I'm going to have Nightbot randomly pick one of you guys. West Bragg, I hope you enter it, man. One of these days you're going to win one. Pack number 1, nothing there. We got a decent variety of packs here. You guaranteed to hit in that next one with the VMAX Climax. There you go. You got a Hisuian Gudra V. I'm surprised you're still awake, baby. Next pack. Ooh, there you go. Got a nice Centiscorch V. Got the character secret rare. You only get one of those per box. All right, Lost Abyss. We're going to hit it big. Hit the Giratina V-Star. 3 hits so far. All right, Shining Fates. Another decent high-class set. Barely hanging on. I'm going to come home. I'm going to grab a shower. And then, ooh, Lapras VMAX. Baby, you bringing the good luck in here. You've got them 4 hits so far. Still got some more packs to go. Pokemon Go. We're going to have anything in this one? Oh, another hit. Got the Alolan Executor V. All right, Celebrations. Come on. Gotta be careful with the Celebrations. Only 4 cards in those packs. Lugia, Cosmo. Nice. You got a Imposter Professor Oak from the Classic Collection. Lost Origin. Now, here's our last 3 packs. These are regular set packs. If we get hits in these, usually it's probably going to be pretty good. There's Cascoon and Clefable, so nothing there. Got Silver Tempest, and we're going to finish off with a Brilliant Stars. All right, nothing there. Last pack. Can we pull the Alt Charizard? That'd be kind of cool. Here we go. Nothing there. So last 3 packs didn't have anything. All right, let's see who the winner is. Roll it. Austin Riley, you are the winner. He is a channel member. All right, Austin, all you got to do is send me an email. You see the email at the top there, #1PokemonCollector@gmail.com. Just let me know your shipping address and that you won the giveaway, and I will ship this out to you. I got to announce the graded guard winner soon. I didn't do a video last week. There you go, man. I'll refresh it one more time, make sure no more orders slid in while we were doing the giveaway. I do not see any more, so that will be the end of the stream. Guys, I really appreciate everyone coming out, buying into the break. We'll have another one next week. And if I'm going to be late or anything like that, I will let you guys know ahead of time. I'll try to schedule it right. But Pokin Fun says, Rusty, do you still have any of those Charizard UPC with Broken Evo? Talking about Evolving Skies? I don't know. It's possible that some of those have those Evolving Skies God packs, but I don't know for sure. But anyways, guys, good night, and I will see you next week.